Welcome to the Miss Amanda Show. Welcome everybody to the D-I-N-O of the day. Dino of the day. We are going to be talking about Velociraptors. But first, how is everybody on their summer read? That's wonderful. I know that you all been reading so well. Have you been getting your logs in? That's great. I'm so happy for you guys. Let's see. Can we call Tony? Tony. He might be scared of the Velociraptor. I don't know. Tony!
That's Amanda.
Tony!
Hey!
Long time no see.
Yeah.
So, how's everything?
Well, pretty good. What dinosaur are we talking about today?
Well, Tony, we are going to learn about Velociraptors.
Oh.
Our sign right here. Did you know that the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park was not that size? Have you all seen Jurassic Park?
I have.
Like this picture right here. They portrayed the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park as, I would guess, human size.
Yeah, a little bigger.
But the Velociraptor is actually quite like a chicken. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Right here.
Oh, I see.
So, Tony, do you have any facts about our Velociraptor?
Well, adult velociraptors grow up to 6.8 feet, 2 meters long.
That is taller than me.
Yeah.
I know that's taller than you guys at home.
Yeah. Velociraptors were dromaeosaurids among the dinosaurs, the highest levels, so they were truly smart amongst the dinosaurs.
That is interesting.
Yeah, for something that small, they got a pretty big brain.
They do. The T-Rex has a really big head, but a very small brain.
Hey.
But I'm saying the Velociraptor has a very small head, but a big brain.
Yeah.
But you're all smart just the same.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Tony. So today, we are going to read all about Velociraptors. And then we have one of my favorites from Dinosaur Train. Buddy loses a tooth. Buddy is kind of like you. Remember?
Yeah, a little bit.
So, like you said, its large brain gave its ability to hunt in a pack.
Like wolves.
They are kind of like wolves. The long back legs used for running. So their legs are kind of like this. And they stretch them out and they run.
Like chickens.
Exactly.
You have chickens, right, Miss Amanda?
I do have chickens. And you know what? When I call them, I go, "Here, chickie, 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 chickies," and they all come running like little raptors.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Maybe on one of these videos, I'll have to show you how my chickens run like tiny little dinosaurs. Do you have any more facts before we start reading?
Well, recent research suggests that the Velociraptor was a feathered dinosaur, like birds. They had hollow bones and tend to nests of eggs. So, chickens are pretty much like velociraptors, just more scared of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And no teeth. And more feathers.
So,
And small.
Tony, you're funny.
Thanks.
So, you're suggesting that the Velociraptor could be the cousin of chickens.
Yeah.
So, Velociraptor. I bet we're going to learn so much.
Yeah.
So much about velociraptors. How you say velociraptor? Velociraptor was a small dinosaur. Its name means quick thief. Velociraptors were certainly quick. It had strong legs and it was a fast runner. But no one really knows whether it was a thief. Thieves steal things, such as food. Velociraptors probably caught its own food.
Yeah.
You know, velociraptors are probably kind of like Aladdin in Disney's Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't really a thief. He was just hungry.
You know, I think why it's called Velociraptor is because it's in the class of a raptor, because it's similar to smaller bird-like reptiles. Because there's other ones, like the Theoraptor, which is really small.
Wow.
That's why they're called raptor, because those ones had to steal because they weren't big enough to catch their own food.
That is a very interesting fact. Did you guys at home know that? And I want to just make sure we're not talking about raptors like.
No.
No, we're talking about the Dino Raptor.
Kind of like how penguins, if you split up the word, it's fancy goose.
You guys are going to have a lot to tell your parents about all these animals.
Yeah.
What did the Velociraptor look like? The Velociraptor was not very big. It weighed about the same as a child in the 2nd grade.
Huh.
It had a big head and a mouth loaded with sharp teeth. Velociraptor's small size is one reason it was so fast. Its sharp teeth tells us that it was a meat eater. And what do we call meat eaters?
Carnivores.
That's right. You're a carnivore, but I am not a carnivore. Are you a carnivore at home? Velociraptors ran around on 2 legs. It held its tail up off the ground as it ran. This helped the speedy dinosaur to keep its balance. I wish I had a tail.
Ha, I got one.
You're so lucky.
Thanks.
Velociraptors' hands and feet had sharp claws. Each foot had one especially big claw. Scientists sometimes call it the killing claw. It was one powerful weapon. I'm sure that they have a fancy name for that claw.
I don't know. Another strange, weird fact about dinosaurs. So, when archaeologists and paleontologists find them, they try and put them together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, some of the bones are so broken up that we just have to guess what they look like. So there was a study, and what they did is they took a cat skeleton and then they had them put it together without knowing anything, and it looked like a dinosaur.
Oh my goodness.
So who knows? Maybe the Velociraptor didn't look like that. We'll never know.
Putting together dinosaur bones is like putting together puzzles, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, except a lot harder.
Mm-hmm. What about those claws? The killing claw was on the second toe of each foot. It was curved and very sharp. When the velociraptor ran, it held that toe up. The claw did not touch the ground, but when the velociraptor jumped on its prey, look out! Down came that claw. In one swift move, the killing claw did its work. Wow. I would not win a marathon with a velociraptor.
I wouldn't either. I'm actually pretty slow.
Oh, so you won't be joining track this year, will you?
No.
But you know what, Tony? You know what I always say?
You can be whatever you want.
Yes, that's right. So if you want to do the track team, you go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'd be pretty good at shot put.
Even with your little arms, maybe it'll give it bounce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How did the velociraptor spend its day? Velociraptor spent part of its day hunting. It trotted along, looking this way and that. Maybe a group of velociraptors hunted together. Just like you said, Tony, like a wolf pack.
Yeah. And you know, one more thing that makes them like chickens. Chickens always stay in a pack.
That is true. I did know that from owning chickens.
Yep.
Did you guys know that at home? I bet you did. When a group of velociraptors saw a slow dinosaur, they swarmed over it. They bite and clawed until the beast fell over. Then they stuffed themselves with fresh meat. After that, they might not have eaten again for days. Because they got tiny little bellies.
Yep.
How do we know about Velociraptor? All of the dinosaurs died out millions of years ago. Most of them just rotted away, but some dinosaur fossils are still around. That's how we know, because of the fossils. Scientists have found velociraptor bones, teeth, and claws. They have also found an awesome velociraptor skeleton. Another dinosaur skeleton was within it. The two were fighting when they died. Their skeletons were still locked in battle. This is one of the best dinosaur discoveries ever. Whoa! Can you imagine finding that?
Yeah. I bet they got some praise.
It would be so awesome to go out and look for dinosaur bones.
Yeah. It'd be a hard job though.
Where have Velociraptor's bones been found? They have been found in the Gobi Desert, Inner Mongolia, China, and Russia. Who finds the bones? Fossil hunters find dinosaur bones. Some fossil hunters are scientists. Other people who hunt fossils for fun. They go to areas where dinosaurs once lived. They find the bones in rocky places and in mountainsides and in the desert. When fossil hunters discover dinosaur bones, they get busy. They use picks to chip away from the fossils. They use small brushes to sweep off any dirt. They take pictures of fossils. They also write notes about where the fossils were found. They want to remember everything. I would love to go to Mongolia and Russia.
Me too.
Do you think that they found every single dinosaur bone?
Nah.
I think there's still a lot to look forward to.
Probably a lot in the ocean.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Our ocean is so huge, and we know so little about it.
Yeah, only 20% has been explored.
Only 20%. Can you imagine that, guys? That's so little compared to our huge oceans. And there are a lot of dinosaurs that swam in the oceans.
Yeah, and when the world was different back then, millions and millions and millions of years ago, the Earth has moved around a lot. So, in places where dinosaurs could now be underwater.
That is a fun fact. I love Dino of the Day. Sing it with us, guys. D-I-N-O of the day. Dino of the day. I love the Velociraptor.
Me too.
We have one more book for you guys. Buddy loses a tooth. It was a beautiful morning, and Predadon Terrence Shiny excitedly explained the rules of dinosaur hopscotch to her siblings before Tiny took her first turn on the court. Nice work, Shiny, said to Tiny, but next time, hop on the other foot. You see, Tony?
Yeah.
Buddy was next to Shiny. Tiny and Don looked over at their brother. He was gnawing like crazy on a stick. Buddy, you toss your stick. You don't eat it, said Shiny with a laugh. But my teeth feel all itchy, said Buddy. Buddy chewed and chewed. He was surprised when a tooth popped right out of his mouth. Shiny, Tiny, and Don circled around Buddy. What? Your tooth? Did it hurt? Buddy was just confused at his siblings.
Yeah, that's what happens to me. I lose teeth all the time, but they just grow back.
Oh, yeah. Dinosaur teeth grow back faster than human teeth, for sure.
Yep.
They can lose a lot of teeth, but we only lose one set of teeth. What happened? Why did my tooth fall out? He asked. Sadly, his siblings could not help him because Predadon don't have teeth. Shiny guessed that maybe Buddy smiled too much, and his teeth were tired from all the smiling. That doesn't sound right, Tiny said. Buddy ran to the nest to ask their mom. Miss Predadon looked at the gap in Buddy's mouth. She told him there must be a reason why his tooth fell out. Let's go visit Dolores Tronosaurus in Rexville. She'll have the answers about your missing tooth, Mrs. Predadon said. Mrs. Tyrannosaurus is a T-Rex like me, Buddy said. We can ask her why my tooth fell out. Mrs. Predadon grabbed Buddy and flew towards the train station. Tiny followed closely behind her. Shiny and Don stayed in the nest to come up with new rules for dinosaur hopscotch. As the dinosaur train chugged along through the Cretaceous forest, Mr. Conductor came to collect tickets from all the passengers. He noticed the new gap in Buddy's mouth right away. Missing something? He asked. Buddy grinned a toothy grin. I was chewing on a stick and wiggled my tooth. Buddy told the conductor. He wiggled another one of his teeth. Then it came right out before he knew it. That tooth had popped out. Are all my teeth going to pop out? Buddy worried. Oh no. He's losing his teeth left and right.
Yeah.
The tooth fairy's gonna be busy tonight.
Mm-hmm.
As the train approached the time tunnel, Buddy forgot his fears while he and Tiny excitedly poked their heads out the window. The colored lights of the time tunnel rushed by outside the train. Rexville Station. Next stop, Rexville Station. The dinosaur train blasted out of the time tunnel and into an ancient forest. Buddy, Tiny, and Mrs. Predadon all waved goodbye to the conductor as the dinosaur chugged away. Buddy led the way to a clearing in the woods. Moments later, Dolores Tyrannosaurus came stomping out between two large trees. Dolores was happy to see her old friends again. She bent down to tell them hello. Then, with a powerful roar, she called her daughter, Annie! Annie bust out the bushes and screeched to a stop in front of her mother. She jumped for joy when she saw that they had company. Dolores is really big.
Yeah. I'm pretty small.
That's okay. We all come in different shapes and sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So, Buddy, are you having fun being a T-Rex? Annie asked. I love being a T-Rex, said Buddy, but I think all my teeth are falling out. Buddy held up his tooth in his hand for Annie and Dolores to see. Oh, Buddy, Dolores said sweetly, all T-Rexes lose their teeth. They do? Buddy asked. I mean, we do? Absolutely, said Dolores. We lose our teeth all the time, and then we grow new ones. Annie smiled and showed Buddy that she was missing a tooth of her own. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Say, ah, said Dolores, leaning down so that her face was level with Buddy's. Buddy opened his mouth for everyone to see. Already new teeth were coming in. I see them, said Miss Predadon. This is wonderful news, Dolores. Buddy was relieved to have new teeth. Dolores said that T-Rex teeth get worn out from chewing on tough meat and bones, so new teeth get ready to come in behind the old ones. She was showing off her fang-filled mouth when she remembered it was time for lunch. Dolores pointed to a heaping pile of the coronation, of course. It's just a fancy word for old meat and bones. Annie's favorite, she smiled. Tiny tugged nervously at her mother's wing. Do we have to eat that, Mom? She asked Mrs. Predadon. Mrs. Predadon opened her mouth to tell the T-Rex that Predadons really prefer to eat fish, but Dolores, Annie, and Buddy had already begun eating. Buddy was digging in like a true T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you do that with your food.
Yeah, I do.
Dolores told the Predadons that Buddy's teeth would grow to be as big as her huge claw. What do you do to keep your teeth clean? Buddy asked. Dolores let out a huge and roaring laugh. Ha 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 ha. She reminded him that dirty teeth would fall out to let new clean teeth grow in. Just then, Buddy caught a glimpse of Tiny. She was making a funny face. I don't want them to be mean, she whispered, but Dolores' breath smells. I know, Buddy agreed. I have a hypothesis. Maybe her breath smells bad because of what T-Rexes eat. Let me see. Is your teeth bad? Your breath? No, it doesn't smell.
I keep clean. I brush every day.
Remember, guys, to brush your teeth every day. Sure enough, Bunny's hypothesis was right. He breathed a puff of air into Tiny's nose. His breath was stinky now, too. It smelled from all the food he had eaten. Buddy and Tiny giggled uncontrollably. It was time for the Predadons to head home. On the walk to the train station, Buddy stumbled upon a huge T-Rex tooth. Tiny stopped in her tracks to admire the tooth's sharp edge. "Let's bring it home for Don," she chirped. Buddy lifted the tooth to his mouth so that it looked like a huge, gigantic fang. "Roar!" he said to Tiny and Andy, endless amusement. "Look at that big, huge tooth."
One day, I'll have teeth like that.
Yes, you will. Back in the dinosaur train, the Predadon family waved goodbye to the Tyrannosaurus Rex family. "Thanks for telling me about my teeth. I feel better now," yelled Buddy. "See you again soon," replied Dolores. "All aboard!" The whistle on the dinosaur train blew loudly as it started to chug back toward Predadon Terrence. Tiny noticed that Buddy was chewing on a mint leaf. "Why are you eating a plant?" she asked. "I want to make my breath smell better," Buddy said shyly. Tiny laughed and assured him that his breath was just fine. Don asked if he could keep the teeth that Buddy had lost that day. Buddy handed over the tooth he had lost on the train and the huge grown-up T-Rex tooth, too. "Whoa! Thanks, Buddy," Don said. "Now that is a tooth," said Shiny. "Someday I will have a mouthful of those huge T-Rex teeth," Buddy told them. "But you'll be a really nice T-Rex with mighty, minty, fresh breath," said Don. Buddy and all his siblings laughed. "Roar!" shouted Buddy, and Tiny winkled her nose. The end. That was so great. We learned about velociraptors, and we learned about teeth. How exciting is that?
That's pretty exciting. It's good to learn.
It is great to learn.
Well, I'm getting pretty hungry myself, so I'll see you later, Miss Amanda.
I'll see you later too, Tony. And don't forget, after you're done,
Brush my teeth.
yes. Bye, Tony.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, don't forget to do your summer reading and get that 20 minutes in or that 40 minutes in. And how do we say goodbye in sign language? That's right. Bye.